Leonard Cohen has always been a big influence on me, and upon hearing about his passing last year, I really wanted to sort of immortalize the imprint that his legacy has left on me as a musician, and just as a listener as well. So I really thought now was an appropriate time to record these arrangements that I've been working on and these original compositions that he's inspired, and put it together in the form of Rags and Feathers.
Yes, and Jane came by with the lock of your hair. She said that you gave it to her the night that you planned to go clear. Did you ever go clear?
I'm a huge Leonard Cohen fan, and I've been listening to his music since I was very young. I remember the first time I heard So Long Marianne, I was totally mystified by those high female backup vocals. And ever since then I just sort of fell in love with his music and the poetic nature of his lyrics. And I've had a great time sort of adapting his songs to fit my own style, but also just allowing his music to influence my original compositions and learning from the mastery of his work.
Well, I see you there with the rose in your teeth. One more thin gypsy thief.
I chose a mix of early Leonard Cohen recordings and some of his later compositions to be featured on this album. Suzanne, Famous Blue Raincoat, On the Level, Hallelujah, Ain't No Cure for Love, Dance Me to the End of Love, and oh god, I'm missing one, Bird on the Wire. And all of these songs are really important to me for different reasons. Some of them have been favorites of mine since the beginning, and one of them, On the Level, was actually just released on the last album that he put out before he passed, which was called You Want It Darker. And I found that these do a really nice job of showcasing how he progressed and developed and changed as a songwriter, but also allowed me sort of different vehicles to explore his music through, since the lyrical content and the musicality of it all, harmonically and melodically, did also change and evolve over time. So they all sort of acted as different sources of inspiration, I guess. But I love them all for different reasons. One of the originals that's featured on Rags and Feathers is called Musings of a Muse.
Oh, he's your man, and I'm another of his women, immortalized forever by his song, by his song.
As you may know, Leonard Cohen was notoriously a womanizer, and I've often thought and wondered about what it would be like to be one of the women that he wrote music about, because he wrote music about a lot of different women. And part of me thinks it would be flattering and romantic, and part of me thinks it would be kind of weird and potentially make you feel a little bit used, or I don't know, like more of just part of his work than his life. And I've wondered about this a lot, so I decided to explore that through a song, and that's sort of where the title comes from, Musings of a Muse, and it basically speaks to that ambivalence you might feel about being a woman who inspired one of these hit songs like Suzanne, So Long Marianne, The Sisters of Mercy.
Voice, by his voice, by his voice, by his voice.
The other composition that I wrote for this record is called Tune for the Troubadour, and it is more so sort of a love letter from me to Leonard. As somebody who's been really inspired by Leonard Cohen's work I kind of felt like I owed it to him to tell him why and just to inform him of the impact that he did have on me as an artist. Not that he'll ever know that, but it's sort of my own way of saying thank you.
It's like a waterfall, renewable, it gives to all. When it's your time to fall, your legacy stands tall.
I would like to thank my label, Bent River Records, for their support, and Tommy Banks for being the executive producer for this record. It's my love letter to Leonard Cohen. That's it. It's just, I have nothing more to say.